Welcome back, Thunderly friends. Appreciate you joining me this fine Thursday afternoon. Probably snowy afternoon for most of you out there. I'm happy to be back today too. I was not sure I would be on today. We were kind of prepared for a Greg Does It stream, but he allowed me to continue on
I
since
gave
I
him
was
permission.
available. And that brings us to introducing my wonderful producer and your all favorite streamer, Greg, who's helping us out.
How's it going, everybody? Thank you for hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah, so we're back. We're working on just kind of a spur of the moment project I started yesterday, finally, after ignoring my pile of painting projects all weekend off. I was like, let's do something totally different and pri- primed a pink model to not have a pink model. So we're going to experiment with things a little bit today, be a kind of short term project, and we'll see how that goes. I see I'm shaking the model all over the place there.
Was
So that'll
the base pink, was this printed pink, or did you
on.
prime it pink?
Nope. I primed it black and then painted it purple and pink to now paint it black again.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna go with that. I'm hoping that sounds as dumb as it sounds to me to everybody else, but it is going to be very cool.
I get the impression that the process is going to provide a lot of depth to the black rather than just black primer.
Absolutely. So yeah, and so I've done a little bit of test work on this model so far. We've got the arm, which I've done the black on. So it's really working up different shades of gray. I'm probably going to mellow out the highlight just a little bit more. And then it's just working up those gradients, and I'm doing more of a kind of spot highlight. I'm not really doing a heavy edge highlighting, which is the traditional kind of Warhammer style. That's really shifting, and it's really cool. It's a different style of painting. It's actually doing like volumetric shading is I think the actual term.
Huh. Yeah, I didn't know that. I've only ever really messed with edge highlighting.
Yeah. So I mean, if you think about it, like if you look at a piece of metal, that's like what the whole non-metal painting is the looking at where the light actually falls. Like, are you gonna have an edge highlight? Yes, but you're also gonna have a like primary light source highlight that's gonna kind of gradiate out into that color, and so it's gonna super saturate that point to
Okay.
of white, essentially, almost.
Yeah, because I know I've looked at doing some OSL stuff a little bit. It's the same theory. You're really focusing on what is throwing that light and thinking about it almost in terms of like a physical. I guess it is a physical thing.
Yeah. And then I did the pink just because one, it kind of I did like a dark purple in the darkest colors, so it's going to provide a really interesting like dark shadow color. And that edge highlighting should get a little bit of that tinge. It just should make the model kind of unique. Like I said, definitely an experiment. See how it looks. I stupidly picked a model that I actually don't have in my army at the moment, so it's going to be like a sore thumb. I think I was saying just before we went live, but that's okay. Most of my army is painted in different stages of my painting growth, and yeah, so they all look a little different.
It's kind of cool though, because you've got this living document of your progress as a painter.
Yeah. Like I actually sold my very first army I had, and I'm a little sad I did, just because now I don't have that. But at the same time, it was a train wreck that I would have had to just completely redo, and that was just the investment level I was not willing to make.
That's fair. As always,
So how are
everyone,
you
let
out
us
there
know
today,
if
Greg?
the music needs to come up or come down. We are using Creator Mix. That has been our awesome go-to for this show. Again, that's Creator Mix. You can find them on Spotify or on YouTube or at their own website. and it is fantastic music for creating if you do something like we do. It's also just some really nice, mellow, chill beats.
Thank you for that, Greg.
Absolutely. Want to give credit where it's due.
Yeah. And of course, if you are just joining us, make sure hit that subscribe button. That means a lot to us. We're still in that growth stage and looking to find our audience. So your help is very much appreciated with that.
Bingo. 100% on that, man. So what kind of class is this guy on the battlefield? What's his role in your army?
He is a character model is what they're called, or a leader model. So he is the spiritual enforcer of the Imperium.
Okay.
So he goes out, makes sure the troops are, following the codex and doing stuff. I'm sure Binary and Sunshine will correct how I'm misstating this. But basically they go out in the game, they're more of usually a buffing unit. They give like bonuses to your
Sunshine is saying he sings and makes others hit harder. And Binary is saying we can't make him subscribe. That's true, we can't.
But we can beg, please.
Please.
Which, of course, I'm putting him in the army that's questionably fallen to chaos. So,
Gotta keep him on his toes. Make the man earn his armor, right?
So, if you hear, a vibrator in the background, it is my new paint shaker.
Oh, that's cool. I've seen those. They seem really helpful.
Yeah, Binary had one. I've seen them used. I've been wanting one, but especially with streaming, the painting process, sitting here shaking models on stream is one of the more awkward things I've done.
Especially if you're just off camera. I have in the past I have used a reciprocating saw for shaking paints.
I've seen that in jigsaws.
Yep. Gotta do
this was cheaper than either of those.
Oh, I'm sure. Sure. Plus, it's a lot more purpose specific.
Yeah. So I think I got my colors set here for starts. So what's everybody else working on today? I see my camera is staring way up at my face today. Am I looking all right today? Oh, I see what it is. I scrolled down. Never mind.
Yeah, it helps if you've got the whole picture.
I'm why am I only seeing from my eyebrows down?
I am between crafting projects right now. I think I'm gonna jump back on one of my knife sheaths soon, though.
Nice.
Sunshine's working on a Morkanaut.
Of course he is.
Does that come with a Mindy knot?
And you lost me on that one, buddy.
Mork and Mindy was a show that Robin Williams was on before even I was born. TV was barely color at that point.
That's so funny.
And for some reason, that's the first thing that popped in my head when I saw that unit name.
All right, so I'm going to move the paint here a little closer for everybody. So you can kind of see we've got a true black here. And that we're actually going to use extremely sparingly. We've got a really dark gray. And that'll be our primary black color. And then we'll work up to this gray. And then I actually even have a brighter, almost white we'll use, just very edges, right where the light should be brightest. And then we'll even bring that back a little bit. So, yeah, that's what we're working with. Go back and grab that white. I do very much this paint shaker already.
Yeah, it's one of those little things that makes such a huge difference in quality of life for this stuff. That's something I found with my leather work, especially as well, is having the right tools is such a time saver and an enjoyment multiplier. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about, is having a good time with your craft. Donnie's doing it again, says Ray. How's it going, friend?
So, what happened in that game earlier today there, Binary and Sunshine? That was rather one-sided. We're sorry about your lizard there, Ray.
Yeah, we sorry, Doug is no longer contained. Sunshine says, "Wag." I'm guessing you guys were at the local earlier.
No, just they had a tabletop simulator game.
Okay.
That's been our go-to lately, is tabletop simulator. Especially with the weather, it's really nice that we haven't had to go anywhere. We just play the game right there.
Nice.
It also makes testing and learning a lot easier.
That's fair too. Ray, you got a new friend? You got to drop a picture in the Discord for us.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
Important question though, of distinction: how many legs does the new friend have?
Are you arachnophobic, Donnie?
I am not, but I also wouldn't want one just hanging out. And on the same note, there is both an answer that is too many and too few in this conversation.
That's fair. I mean, if you have a little two-legged friend, that's dangerous too.
I was more worried about the no-legged friend.
Oh yeah, I wasn't even thinking of snakes. Dude, that guy's
me
cool.
and Indiana Jones. Oh, awesome.
You're arachnophobic, Ray? That's fair.
Oh, that dude's seriously cool.
Yeah, I like the little frills on his eyes and stuff. He's a crested gecko. Is he big enough to eat regular crickets this time?
It's a good opportunity to plug our Discord. If you do want to join us on Discord, we make that available to our Patreon members. We post in there way too much. So yeah, come hang out with us. We definitely like having you all join us.
Yeah, it's a fun time. We are pretty active in there. We talk about video games and cheese and pets and whatever else floats our boat. But it's not uncommon for me to go to lunch with my dad and come back to like 50 messages. Gonna get up to about 6 inches. That's cool. That should be a lot easier than the very tiny dude that you did have. Sunshine says his name is Good. That's pretty funny, dude. You guys remember Quail Man from Doug?
Oh my gosh.
Smaug?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good name for a lizard, dude.
I'm on Team Smaug.
Also, fucking nerd. Sunshine agrees. Joe Peepees over on Twitch is asking what you're painting, and I'll let you answer that.
Hey, Joe. I am painting a Chaplain in Terminator armor. We're going classic black on him. We're going to do gold trim, and he is going to have the Deathwing khaki shoulder on his non-glued on shoulder. And then the shield should look, when we're done, something like that.
Oh, is that another one you did?
So yeah, this is a shield for kind of a test model I did. I just printed the shield and Yeah, kind of an early learning project, but yeah, that's what we're going for. So. Thank you, sir.
Binary suggesting that lizard gets named Vulcan, and yeah, Ray's asking why. Joe says the shield is looking good. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, we're doing a little new project today. I was talking about it as at the top. We are trying a black over a pink and purple underpainting, just to see how it goes. And yeah, so we started black, painted purple and pink, and now working back to black, because Warhammer painting is about just self-inflicted suffering in the end. But seriously, just that's actually the kind of stuff I really like about this hobby, is that, you know, you can do with it anything you want. Like, it's pretty great if you embrace the full thing. Like, I will say dollar for dollar, like, I get a lot out of that. Like,
that's
compared to, like, you know, the $30 game you'd buy.
That's fair, yeah. So Vulcan is the Primarch of the Salamander Legion of Space Marines, Binary's telling us. That was their suggestion for Ray's lizard's name.
I just assumed it was another nerdy, you know, Star Trek
that's
name.
What I thought
was
too.
Where I went with it, like, which is valid. Like, it's also kind of cool lizard sounding name.
This is somehow so much nerdier than Star Trek, and I love it. We get some good Star Trek chat going every once in a while. Amy and I are the big Star Trek nerds in the group.
I have watched all but the new stuff. Like, I've watched all. Maybe I haven't watched all of original series, but I've definitely watched all of the, like, 90s ones.
Yeah, I've watched all of TNG. I've watched DS9 a couple of times.
Yeah.
I haven't seen much after DS9, but Lower Decks is fantastic. That is, if you haven't seen that one, oh, that's some of the best Trek I've ever seen.
Yeah, Lower Decks is really good. I enjoed that.
Amy did just get a bat left. That's right. She shared that over in our Discord too. I'm so scared of her. It's amazing.
So, hilarious story. When me and my wife first started talking, she had told me she really likes, I think it's called Lower Decks.
Yeah.
Well, or maybe hers is called Below Decks.
Okay.
And I read it as Lower Decks. One is a reality TV show about, like, yachts. And it's entertaining. I was like, it's really cool that you're into Lower Decks. I can't believe that's the only Star Trek you've seen.
Oh, that tickled my funny bone right there, dude. I love little miscommunications like that.
Yeah.
Mike, where'd my window go? I saw, I think, 2 of the J.J. Abrams movies. He did 3, right? I think I saw the first 2, and it was just so much lens flare.
Yeah, a little carried away with that.
Yeah.
I actually think they got better about that, but I will say that while it wasn't super traditional Star Trek, the scene in the new version of Khan where they're, like, riding, maybe it's the newest one. Did you ever see the part where they're, like, jamming in the ship through Offspring by blasting Offspring into space?
No. Okay.
Yeah.
I love Offspring, so I might have to check that out. Yeah, I wasn't super into them because they didn't feel right. So I never went to them for my Star Trek kick. You know what I mean?
I get it.
I think if I look at them with a different approach, I'll probably enjoy them a bunch more. I've watched a couple of episodes of Discovery. I want to watch more of it. I have been putting more of my TV time on newer stuff lately.
Yeah, I have tried the newest one, the like Star Trek Academy show. It's okay. Like, it didn't hook me for sure.
Yeah, I want to give that one a try.
Yeah, I do like what is her name? Hunt, maybe? No, that's not it. I can't think of the main actress who's playing like the Star Trek Fleet main person of authority, but
I couldn't tell you. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But
her name is not going to come to me.
That's fair. That's fair.
You will absolutely know who she is. I'll put it that way. Like, she is really good. She's good in pretty much everything she does. But I just can't think of her name. Which is sad.
I'm looking it up right now. Britt Marling? Oh, Holly Hunter.
Oh, I was close. I did have part of it.
Wow, I didn't realize that was Holly Hunter. Okay. I haven't thought of her in ages. The show that I have been absolutely hooked on lately has been Pluribus on Apple TV. I don't know if anybody else has watched that one, but I cooked through the first season. Joe over on Twitch is asking, have you watched Rebel Moon, and if so, did you like it? I have not seen that one.
The first one was okay, but it really just kind of did not hold any interest for me. Like, it's got such a good cast, and it's such a cool plot. Like, definitely a little, like, 40K-ish, but it just didn't really hold it for me. The story was a little weak. The characters were weaker, unfortunately.
Oh, that's a bummer.
And yeah, it really was.
I remember seeing ads for it, and it looked cool.
What did you think of it, Joe?
Yeah, we'd love to hear your opinion on it, because I am ignorant on it, but Donnie has seen it.
I think the first one helped. It was like at the end of COVID, but still where like we're desperate, we will watch everything stage of COVID. Like,
yeah, that's fair.
After Animal King, like there was no new low, like
Tiger King
or Tiger King. Yeah.
Yeah, that was God. Now see, I had to work through COVID. I was working parks at the time, and so I didn't miss any time during COVID, like for COVID stuff. And so I'm still catching up on my COVID TV. Thank you, Joe, for hitting that follow button, man. We really appreciate that. Can't tell you how much that means to the whole team.
It does. Getting close to that 60 goal, too.
Yeah, we are.
That's awesome.
Getting very close to that goal. We have been growing pretty steadily the past few months. It's awesome to keep meeting new people coming into our community and getting to expand that group of people we get to hang out with here every week and on all of our other shows.
So I will say, too, I want to shout out this pink and purple combo because, like, this paint is amazing. The dark plum and dark magenta from Pro Acryl. That's what we used for that. And, like, it is so striking. Like...
Okay, so Joe, they thought that Rebel Moon was fun, but they're native Dutch speakers, so the writing didn't hit them as wrong as it hit us.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's always interesting when you see little differences like that. So thank you for sharing.
Yeah, I will say I did enjoy the first one quite a bit. Like the second one, just I don't. It could have been one of those things where like you start a movie and you just aren't actually invested,
Yeah.
and so it didn't catch. But like I don't remember it being like I regret this. Like it certainly wasn't that kind of bad.
Yeah, yeah. Just one of those like, well, this is not what I'm in the mood for right now, but it's already playing kind of situations.
Yeah, I think part of it too is maybe like hyped up expectations a little. Like this could be so good.
That makes sense.
I think too, like I expect a certain level of like a Marvel movie. Like a Marvel movie's a Marvel movie. But like when you get these new sci-fi series, like you're always so hopeful. Like, is this the next Star Wars? Like, is this the next? Because like they gotta start sometime, right?
Exactly. Yeah. No. One of my favorite things about going to the movies is that moment when like the trailers are done and the actual movie is firing up, and there's this little bit of anxiety in your chest. Like, is this my new favorite movie?
Could this be?
Now, what's favorite sci-fi movie? Joe's asking.
So individual movie has got to be Fifth Element. Like,
ooh, that's a good one. It
is so good, and like it just stands on its own. But like series, I mean, you can't beat original Star Wars. Like,
I am gonna actually, I think, agree with you on that completely, because Fifth Element is one of my all-time favorite movies across the board. It was one of the first things I watched when I got my new place on my own, actually. And yeah, and then yeah, you can't beat the OG Star Wars. I mean, that's what we grew up with, and then we got the re-release when we were kids too, and so just.
It's foundational.
It really is. Like, it's so foundational to so much of the nerddom here at TLG.
What about some of our YouTubers' favorite sci-fi movies out there? I know we talked about Star Trek there.
And also, Joe, what's yours? Get everyone's favorite sci-fi so that we can all get a big-ass watch list going. That's definitely...
Oh no! Don't die, phone.
Oh, you forgot to plug your phone in?
Just a little longer.
I knew I forgot something. I forgot to ask if you plugged in. Starship Troopers Sunshine says that is a fantastic movie. It is such an effective movie.
So I read that book at way too young.
Oh, I remember you reading that book early, dude.
But yeah, I will say I like the book and the movie for very different reasons.
Yes, that's very fair. So Joe is saying they've got a weak spot for Starship Troopers, but the Star Wars prequels are their favorites.
Solid choices. Yeah. They were a little bit busted on, but they are super good Star Wars. Because even like old original Star Wars, if you go back and watch them, the writing's still pretty bad.
Like, they are very much in line. Something I noticed on my last watch through of them, they're fucking gorgeous. The art direction on the prequels is absolutely top notch. They are beautiful movies.
So agree. Like, and then the choreography, unbelievable.
If they weren't Star Wars
and
movies and they didn't have the problems that they have, they'd be fantastic. They would be top tier. I think that part of the problem was they didn't live up to Star Wars fans' expectations.
I think we overhyped them. Like, let's be real. It had been 35 years.
Yeah,
or something
we wanted
like
movies
that.
that made us feel the same way as the originals, and you just can't get that. Binary is saying they are a big fan of Blade Runner 2049. Hard agree. That one was excellent. It took me a couple of years to get around to watching it, but it was man, is it a good movie. It is top tier for sure. I think it might even be better than the first. At least more accessible.
I have not seen either Blade Runner.
Oh, you gotta fix that, dude. They are awesome movies. Like, they are very good movies. They are, again, another foundational piece.
Most of my Blade Runner knowledge comes from Ready Player One, unfortunately. The books, not the movie.
I haven't seen or read those at all.
The books are super enjoyable. I mean, they have their teenage boy problems, but, you know, what book about teenage boys
it's a book
doesn't?
about teenage boys.
Yeah. But they are super enjoyable.
Mike is coming in. He's a nerd for the hard sci-fi with some Andy Weir, Martian, and Project Hail Mary. Hard agree there, too. Yeah. Those are excellent, excellent books, and I love the movie The Martian. I'm very excited to see what they do with Project Hail Mary. That's another Ryan Gosling one. That's two for Mr. Gosling tonight. Yeah, I remember the first time I read The Martian, it was just mind-blowingly cool.
Yeah. I do love that, like, hard sci-fi.
Yeah.
I think, Mike, we were talking about the Bobaverse books. I think Amy also just recently got into those. Curious if you've started them. They are similar vein and so enjoyable.
Okay, now I'm going to have to check those out, because if they're similar to Weir, I'll probably enjoy them a lot.
Oh, you will. So it's like Andy Weir, a little heavier nerddom. It feels a lot like Project Hail Mary. X-Force, very good too. Yeah, those ones ate up a lot of hours for me.
I am definitely I'm working my way through the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. I actually started book 2 this morning on my audiobook.
Sweet. Now that one starts at floor 3,
yeah,
right?
Book 2 starts at floor 3. And I'm liking it, man. Especially the audiobook version. Like,
yes.
I'm having a good time with it. It's definitely making my morning workouts a lot easier to get through.
Oh, I believe that.
Yeah. It's a lot easier to lock in on the treadmill when I'm listening to that.
I need a little bit of source imagery here.
We are Americans, Joe. The Thunderleaf team is actually coast to coast here. We've got most of us on the East Coast, and then I am right in the middle in Colorado, and then Mike is on the West Coast. So yeah, we span the whole country, but most of our team is under some heavy snow and ice right now.
Yep. And we never know what time it is.
No, never. It's been wicked cold for me, and I think Mike showed us his citrus fruit blooming in his garden the other day. So we got quite the spread. We need to do more actually using our achievement boxes in our Cyberpunk campaign, because we've got a lot of them at this point.
I will freely admit, I have no idea what they do.
We got a random item out of them is the way we decided. It's 74 for where Mike is. But yeah, Joe, there are, before the show, Donnie's neighbors were whacking ice off of their driveway with an axe.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
it may have been a shovel. It's dark.
An axe is more entertaining, and it would be a lot more effective.
It's also not out of character for my neighbor.
All right, so yeah, Mike is saying random loot or a reroll of a D10 for the loot boxes, achievement boxes we got.
All right, so here's what we're working with. We've got some just loosely sketching highlights. So I can get that to focus.
Okay.
Just on, so you can really see them on the legs. Let's see if I can get this to focus up close here. Get that towards Kim. There we go.
Yeah, okay, I can really see it coming through with the, what you were calling volumetric highlighting on the legs right there.
Yeah. And so then we're going to push the darker areas, we'll push real dark. And then we'll build up a little even lighter in the center. And then we'll just kind of blend it all together.
Joe's saying it's looking good.
Just like that.
Thank you. Yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy, right?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Creator Mix is getting a little extra creative tonight. It's taking us out of our lo-fi chill hop, and we're in some instrumental rock.
All right. We can go with that.
You can dig that. It's always so satisfying to watch your plan come together. Joe's asking, did Warhammer become more expensive because of the tariffs?
It's hard to say. It always gets more expensive, so I think they kind of intentionally shipped a lot here, and this is a strategy a lot of businesses have done, is they shipped tons and tons here pre-tariffs. We have no idea what's going on in our country, unfortunately. Yeah. It's a dark time out here, and yeah, so we use this time to pretend like all that's important is our tiny little space.
Exactly. The only thing we're dealing with right now are our toys.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think particularly because of the tariffs. I don't know how Games Workshop works that out, but
because they are English. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew there were some from over the pond. Oh no, it's a legitimate question, Joe. But we do try and use this time as intentionally mellow time.
This is we hide in this country very thoroughly, unfortunately, but we appreciate thoughts and prayers.
So, who is this guy going to be going up against? He's probably going to be fighting Chaos Marines, it sounds like.
It tends to be with our group. Mostly, we've got orcs, a couple of orc players, some elves, but right now it's typically just more other Marines. Unfortunately, Marines are definitely like the hot thing right now, and so you see a lot. There are a lot of different types. So, but yeah, this guy goes with one of my like tough elite units and makes them even more dangerous. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to having him in the army.
Yeah, it sounds like he's going to be a very useful add for you tactically speaking there.
Yes.
As you were saying, he's a buffer.
Yeah, so everything is in Warhammer to D6. So you have a hit roll and then a wound roll. And so he makes your wound roll one better on a D6. So, I mean, that's about 20% boost just right there.
Joe, I do not actually have an army. I am not a Warhammer player yet. They are working on getting me there. I'm actually going to install Space Marine when I finish this, and I think that's how they're finally going to get their hooks in me and get me playing Warhammer. But so far, I am more of a tabletopper. than I am a war gamer. And we do have an ad coming up on Twitch in just a few seconds, so I will make sure to finish answering that when we get back from that, because that would be rough. Having your question answered over a commercial.
Voice man.
Yeah, voice man, I do like that. I'm gonna have to switch to voice man.
Man, I'm hooked on. My wife is a wonderful influence and has got me hooked on Alani's now.
Oh, those are good, actually. I like those.
Oh my god, it's like drinking candy. And supposedly there's no sugar, but you know.
That's good for the system, right?
Yeah, whatever chemical it is, it's tasty.
Yeah, they're surprisingly effective for the size they are.
Yeah, I am a big fan. Those in Celsius, but
the Celsius I don't like. I get jittery with the Celsius.
Really?
Yeah, and it's not from, lack of caffeine exposure. You guys know me. I start every day with pre-workout and a pot of coffee. So it's something about the Celsius formulation that gets me.
No, I get that. Like, if I drink like Monsters or Red Bulls or anything, like something about them like just make me die a little bit inside, and like I'll get bad cramps and stuff. Like, yeah. So like I had not been drinking energy drinks for a long time, and then all of a sudden I was like, these don't bother me because I'm gonna gamble today, and it didn't go badly. Like,
some of the best discoveries are made, right?
Yeah. So, Greg, let's talk here about how we get your hooks in you. Are you familiar with like the different armies at all?
I am not super familiar. Welcome back to everyone who is just on an ad break. I'm not super familiar with the armies. I know there are Space Marines. I know there are Xenos. I know there are Orcs. And I know that there are chaotic versions of all of those, from my understanding.
That's pretty accurate, yeah. Like,
my bloodline is apparently weak. That's fair. But yeah, I think the Orcs look like fun. They definitely look like the most fun-based army to me. But anything Chaos looks like it would just be a blast to paint and play.
Yeah, Chaos armies are always cool.
If you guys have watched...
Thousand Suns, like Mike is thinking about, are really awesome. Though they're... if you better like painting gold trim.
But yeah, if you guys watch any of our other shows, especially our tabletop streams, you know I am a bit of a chaos gremlin. So it doesn't surprise me that that's the way I want to go with my army here.
Remember that I have a shaker. Don't have to be the shaker.
What about you, Joe? What's your army of choice? And, everybody else on both of our chats, love to hear what all of your army of choice is, because I am apparently going to have to pick one soon.
Our friend Sunshine over on YouTube has been playing a ridiculous orc list with... So they have like a big giant model called a Stampa, and it's like a mech suit that looks like just basically a tin can on wheels, and it's about probably 7 inches tall and probably about 4 inches across. So on a board with tiny little Marines, it's ginormous, and he's running like 5 of them.
Oh my god.
It's just so silly. Like,
that sounds fun. It seems like there's a lot of ways you can play with it for maximum effect like that.
Yeah, you can be both fun. There's enough of the game to go around. Like,
I know at the local I used to play at for and run tabletop games at, it was primarily a Warhammer shop. It wasn't a Games Workshop store, but it was they made most of their money selling Warhammer and Magic. And it was always cool to watch the guys playing before we got our tables. Because, I mean, all the models are so cool and stuff. But it was a very serious group. And I don't think I ever saw one of them laugh or smile. Joe plays Tyranids, but they need to do some more painting. That's what these Thursday nights are for, is to chill out, chat, and paint.
Tyranids are very cool. That is one army that I constantly am like, no, not yet. Like... In
my head, I picture them, I think because Tyranids reminds me of Triffids, I picture them as plant monsters without knowing anything about them.
More Starship Troopers.
Okay, so like bugs? Okay, yeah. That makes a lot more sense.
To be honest, like a plant-converted Tyranid awesome army, that would be pretty cool.
Maybe that's the way I go then, is make some overgrown Tyranids or something. Cordyceps style shit.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, Mike is saying he wants to get some Tyranids and paint them like xenomorphs from the Alien series, and hell yeah, that would be awesome.
Yup.
They had a Starship Troopers tabletop game for a while, Binary's saying. Interesting. Something we've had a lot of fun with on the network is... Oh, brain fart. Playing littler tabletop games. Joe, do you have any tips on how to not do what? Oh, I missed a comment there. I'm sorry. Donnie, when I make my wet palette, my paint always gets too thin. Do you have any tips to avoid over-thinning your paint on a wet palette?
I don't. Like, I have the same problem, to be honest. Like, and it doesn't help that, like, I've been trying to work more on blending, so then I add more moisture to it. One is just leaving your palette for a couple days. Like, if you're using one of the ones with the sponges, give it a day. Like, it'll be a little better for it. I've noticed in my own experience. But yeah, it's finicky, like, to be honest. The good thing is it's much easier to thicken paint than to, like, or to use a paint that's thin and thicken it up a little bit just by dabbing your paintbrush on, like, a paper towel.
But
so at least if you are too liquidy, like, it actually can help because it's easier to control how much paint is on your brush.
Binary is saying you're known for being a very moist guy, though.
Known for being a very moist guy? Where does he...
I'm just reading chat.
How am I not seeing that?
If you can't see it...
I'm not even seeing that
switch
one.
Switch from top chat to live chat.
Oh, I'm in top chat. That's why, yep.
Yeah, Joe, we are much more active on YouTube. That is, that's kind of our home. It's turning out. But we do also, we obviously broadcast live on Twitch. But the rest of our content, all of our video content, our tabletop stuff is going to be over on our YouTube channel, as well as our Bloodborne stream that we're doing right now that I'm playing through with Ray.
So it's funny that you mentioned the moist guy. I don't really know why I'm the moist guy, which is a little weird and shocking to find out. But I was thinking the other day about a cleric I'd like to create, or maybe a bard. And every time that he casts Healing Word, you would hear it like a lover in your ear, and it would just go, moist. Like...
Hello, Moist, Donnie.
Just...
All right, welcome to YouTube, Joe. Thank you for hopping over here.
Hey, Joe. But yeah, every time just moist, and then it would be like you feel a little bit better, and also a little bit worse.
You feel healthier but dirty.
Exactly.
The other nice thing about being on YouTube is Twitch has ads on our channel right now, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're gonna have to play with all that a little bit.
Yeah, but we are, like we said, we are right in that growing stage, so we are still figuring all of that stuff out. Part of the fun of the journey, right?
That's right. Like YouTube ads so confuse me because like I for so long now have listened to like all my D&D podcasts and stuff like that. So I was listening to like hundreds of hours of YouTube a week, and I wanted to keep my phone closed. So like I pay for the premium, so like no ads, and like I forget that YouTube has ads like constantly. So I think there are probably ads still. I don't know if they're on our live streams, but certainly if you go to watch our old videos, I'm sure YouTube puts ads in there.
Sure, but yeah, they don't interrupt our stream with ads like Twitch does right now.
Gotcha.
I mean, we could change that on Twitch, but we're trying it out, you know? Because we would love to be able to do this full time for you guys. Oh man, he's starting to really come together.
Let's see if we can do that in a little bit. Get you back to where we were on those legs. You can kind of remember how sketched in that was.
It's looking a lot more deep now. You've got a lot more depth there.
Yep.
Very cool. Has anybody else watched the latest episode of Fallout?
Not high.
It's there's a very, very, very cool reveal. I don't know, Biden. I think it looks a little dry, if I'm gonna be honest. Unless you're not talking about the model. Having to work while you want to paint is just a bummer. I miss having a studio I could do canvas paint. So much fun. Gotta get that back up.
That is one thing I would like to try. I've not done any canvas painting.
I don't use brushes when I canvas paint mostly. I use spray paints and masking tape, and I do occasionally use some brushes, but that's not the majority of the work I lay down. So you can't really do that in an apartment. And it's always windy out where I live, so I can't do it outside either.
Yeah, I was going to say, has it ever been less than a 17-mile-per-hour
No,
wind?
not out by me. I'm on the flat part of the state, and it is always windy out here. I'm not familiar with the Bob Ross Challenge. I've done a couple of Bob Ross paint-alongs, and those were fun. I got a nice barn out of one of those and a nice lake out of another one. But what's the Bob Ross Challenge? Go. Okay, so it is a paint-along. Yeah, those are always fun. I like Bob Ross. Those are another nice kind of mellow, intentional time chill out. Hey, no worries, man. It's communication's a two-way street, so we got it figured out. We got the answer.
Dude, I feel like Bob Ross Challenge is probably more accurate, to be honest.
What I found challenging,
trying to keep up with that man.
What I found really challenging was keeping up. he makes it look so effortless and so like quick, but he's doing so much work in that time, and keeping up with him even on like half-size canvas is very challenging. Yeah.
And you're just constantly beating the devil out of your brushes.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the fun part. This is my favorite part. Bam! I get it. That's my favorite part too. But you got to be careful where your other canvases are. Otherwise, you end up with paint water all over like 3 canvases, and you don't realize it for a couple of weeks.
Ooh. I mean, I guess you have to paint your first layer on the
canvas. Oh, no, these were half-finished or done canvases that I just had sitting on the floor next to my easel like a dummy. That's entirely on me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Joe, I loved watching them when I was a kid, too. Like, my favorite was staying home sick from school and watching Wheel of Fortune, Whose Line Is It Anyway, and Bob Ross. Like, that's still a damn good day in my book.
I will still turn on, there's infinite Bob Ross out there still, so I'll turn on a Bob Ross YouTube channel all the time.
No, it's a really nice way to just kind of mellow out. Wheel of Fortune was never my jam. It's an American game show. Did I say Wheel of Fortune?
Sure did.
I meant I meant
Price is
That's
Right.
what I meant, was Price is Right. Wheel of Fortune is an American game show where you spin a big wheel, and it's got a bunch of different prizes on it, like dollar value prizes, and you have to try and spell a word. It's sort of like Wordle, I guess.
Solve a word puzzle, yeah.
It sounds like NASCAR, but it is not like NASCAR. That would be a great name for a NASCAR race, though, wouldn't it?
That's what they should call the Las Vegas.
Oh
Grand
yeah,
Prix.
that would be such a perfect name for the Las Vegas NASCAR race. I never got into NASCAR. I had a couple of friends who were loosely into it growing up, and one of the girls I dated growing up was into it. But it never excited me. It seemed like more of an excuse to spend an entire day drinking light beer than something to watch.
Agreed. I never got into NASCAR. I have gotten into F1 and now IndyCar.
I hear those are kind of addicting once you get into them.
Yeah.
I think, Joe, what it is, and this is what I've heard about F1 and Indy as well, is it's more about the team drama and watching that side of it than it is about the driving itself. Football World Cup, that's definitely... I'm not a huge sports fan. Donnie, I know you're a much bigger sports fan than I am here. So I am not going to have any current knowledge about American or world sports.
I will say I'm not a huge European football fan, unfortunately. I do get a little bit of it tangentially. My workforce is very multicultural at the bookstore, and so they keep me a little bit in tune with stuff like that, but yeah, not one I've followed.
Yeah, I when I was working parks, I had a bunch of guys who were very into the soccer or European football scene, and so I know how passionate people get about it. But my dad, this morning I was at lunch with him, he's like, hey, we're having a Super Bowl thing if you want to come. I mean, I know it's a Super Bowl.
Let's be honest, Greg, the next question out of your mouth was well, what are you making for it?
No, he led with, I'm making wings.
Oh, I see, yeah.
I'm making wings if you want to come over for the Super Bowl. I know it's not your thing. Oh yeah, I'll be there for wings. I didn't even know who was playing. Who's played in the?
Not the Broncos. Oh, Seahawks versus Patriots.
What about the football World Cup, Joe? Who's playing in that one? And who's your team in it? Who you rooting for? Ray coming in as one of our sports fans in the team Patriots and Seahawks. The Netherlands, of course. All right. Well, then in that case, that's who I'm rooting for too, Joe.
I would very much like to go to the Netherlands.
I'd love to
myself.
visit.
That is definitely top of the list there.
Iceland and the Netherlands and Australia are some of my must-go-tos.
So Australia is one that doesn't hold as much for me. That is a dangerous country.
I think that's part of why I'm so excited by it. Like, I grew up with Australian fiction and stuff, and I spent most of my career working in sort of dangerous park spaces, so it seems really fun.
That makes sense.
Binary, they canceled your port in the Netherlands on your cruise? That sucks, man. That was weather related, wasn't it? I remember you saying. I too would like to see the Great Barrier Reef, Mike. We got to get on that.
All right, so next year's Steamboat, the year after is Australia.
No, this year's Steamboat. It's already 2026, Donnie.
That's what I meant.
And then Australia's the next retreat in 28, 27. I know my numbers. Hey, we're allowed to go to the Netherlands because they won't check our social media history. That might get me in trouble in some places. They might not let me back. Oh, cool. Mike's fam came from the Netherlands. Binary said they called him the Great Barrier Reef in high school. Now, Donnie, you know this, but I did not play football in high school, but I was a member of the team in a fashion.
To be fair, you were as much a member of the team as I was a member of the football team. So
yeah, I just didn't have to work out.
I just wore pads and had to run laps to not
all
play.
I did is sit there and chat with the girls.
Yeah, I think one of us actually was the smarter one in that.
I definitely won on that. Do you remember that I was, so for full disclosure, I was the team water manager, or water boy, as it were.
H2O.
That's some high quality H2O. But do you remember the time I ate it on the field, getting the kickoff tee? Oh, no. I will never forget that. It was a weekend game, and it had just rained, and I was running out to grab the kickoff tee because that was one of my duties, and I had regular tennis shoes, not cleats on, and I go out there, I bend down to pick it up, and I just face plant on the ground in front of the entire crowd. Everybody starts cracking up, and I was so embarrassed.
Yeah, as a teenager, mortified.
Yeah. I felt miserable. Like, now I'm laughing about it, obviously. Oh, it's looking like Joe and Mike might be related, or at least have some overlapping people they know. That's really cool. Small freaking world, man.
Love that.
Small freaking world. I'm sure I'm going to mispronounce this, but Odrop is known as religious hillbilly land there.
Odrop? Yeah, sorry. We are probably just absolutely butchering.
I am very sorry. I'm sure I got that horribly wrong. I'm trying.
Yeah, we are definitely dumb Americans. We are not hateful Americans.
Yes.
So.
It means old village, if in a literal translation. That's cool. It's so cool that I love how many people we get to meet doing this and how awesome it is to learn about what brought them here and stuff. Like that, as somebody who's started this journey just about a year ago as a content creator, that's definitely been one of the coolest things, is seeing all the different kind of people we get to meet through this.
I can hear Jen downstairs. Bridgerton came out for our more enlightened viewers who like their smutty Victorian era.
I watched an episode or two of that
dramedy
with the ex, and yeah, that show is just it's daytime.
I can't lie. I enjoy it. Like I've come to realize that, whatever. It just is. Like, it's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it. I like seeing that sort of stuff is getting more commonplace, actually, because it means people are being more honest with themselves about what they like.
I really... Was our Alien one streamed where I did that?
Oh, God. I
think it was. So we did an Alien stream, and I played a, scientist that walked around with romantasy books.
Okay, yeah. I think that was fun. Streamed. Hey, Crazy Danes over on Twitch. How's it going, friend? Welcome to the show. We hope you are doing well as well. Yeah, those Alien games were fun. Those are some of my favorites. I still think my favorite short shot we did was the Star Wars one.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I would do Star Wars again in a heartbeat.
So before we were talking about playing sports, is it true that when you're good in sports, you can go to a fancy school? Yes. Absolutely. If you are good enough in sports in this country, they will pay you to play sports in school effectively. Well, not pay you, but...
Well, yeah, our higher education system is basically a vehicle for semi-professional sports entertainment.
Yeah, like to the point where I lost a job to it.
Man, Greg, this comes up a lot.
It's like the second time this week it's
We need to have you talk to somebody.
Oh, that's right. Another Alien game with the new rules. But yeah, it's what it is, Joe, is you can get a scholarship, it's called, and they will basically, if they think you're going to be good for their sports team, they will pay for your tuition or part of it. Yeah, Crazy Danes is saying over there, where I'm guessing total brain fart, but yeah, they pay you to go to school in general. That seems like a
yeah, whoever pulled the trick that you have to pay to be trained to join the workforce out here in the US, if I ever find out who,
them and me is gonna have
we
words.
are gonna bring back drawing and quartering. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna take a little break from the black because I'm burning it. We're gonna just do a little test section over here on the mix.
Technically, they're not supposed to actually pay the college athlete. This has been really contentious.
That is not true anymore.
That's right. That's not true. Because I know for a while it was true, and there were all sorts of shady deals.
Yeah, just the last couple years.
Oh, technically they're working for this school, and that's how they're getting paid and stuff. And yeah, so that's shows you how much I follow college athletics. Yeah, it makes so much more sense from a taking care of a population sense that you would want them to be educated, and you would encourage that.
Yeah, but that also assumes that you get educated at college.
That's true. So
America.
Much of our system here is teaching for the test and teaching you to be a good drone.
As well, just it's all you really get here. It's much more like, what do you get out of it? And there's very much a like portrayal of you just have to get the degree for it to matter, but there's much more of like, what do you can you teach yourself
Crazy
how to learn?
Dane, I will answer your question right after. Actually, you know what? I can. Oh.
That is wild, Binary. I did not realize it was that much money.
They're on ad right now. So we'll answer their question when we get back from the ad on Twitch. Because that's insane. I definitely want to respond to that. Arch Manning, Binary, is that another member of the Manning dynasty, or is it just a okay?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's the youngest.
So, and that's what it is. It's a dynasty.
Or is that Peyton's son? I can't remember. It's something like that.
That's so crazy. Like $10 million to play a game, almost entirely because of the name on the back of your jersey.
I mean, he's legitimately good at it.
Oh, I mean, obviously, but think of the resources he has to get good at it. Like, that is some of the best training and coaches and experience from your relatives that you can possibly get. Yeah,
when you go out back and throw the ball around with Peyton Manning, wild.
Just absolutely insane. But my dad has done a lot of interviews of sports people over the years, and Champ Bailey was one of his favorites.
Oh,
and he always makes a joke. Yeah, I know Champ Bailey. We go way back.
Like, sure, Dad.
Welcome back, everybody, over on Twitch. So, Crazy, you were saying you got paid $1,100 a month when studying. That's insane. I had to sell bodily fluids to make my way through college. And at one point, I was working two jobs. I was selling plasma.
I still have very clear marks from plasma donation.
Yeah, I was selling plasma, and I was working two different pizza jobs to get through college. And that was just to cover my cost of living.
Still paying
my
for
dad
it.
Was covering tuition. We are definitely Americans here, Joe. It was plasma, though, so it was not the worst fluid I could be selling.
Both of us 100% Googled it, I guarantee.
Absolutely, yeah. But no, there are no little Greg Bears running around. Known or unknown. Yeah, I did a plasma donation twice a week, every week for a couple of years to have some spending money and pay for books and stuff. And
you want to feel better about that, though, right away? My dad is now benefiting from that plasma donation.
Awesome. They opened a center not too far from me, and I was actually thinking, I've got all this time, I might go do it again.
He gets like monthly infusions that are derived from people that have certain like autoimmune disorder immunities.
Yeah, I always felt good about it because
I couldn't tell you the science behind it.
It goes into medicine. It's a very much needed product. And so I always felt good about donating it. And that's very cool now, knowing somebody that's benefiting from it. Crazy Danes is saying, here they pay a small fee to enter and then you get refunded when you get back out of school. And that seems so fucking reasonable. Like, that seems just absolutely logical. Right? Like, you put a deposit down because you are, asking them to invest a substantial amount of time in you. But once you've gone through that, you get it back. I like that a lot. You're expected to do it voluntarily in the Netherlands, giving some sort of bodily fluid, it sounds like. Last week it was the American Army's rifle. This week it's bodily fluid sales. Never know what we're going to talk about on this show, and I love it.
It is a unique little vehicle.
I always look forward to Thursdays because I know we're going to have at the very least, an interesting and entertaining conversation. And today I'm learning a lot too, and that's always cool. And I split my education between a private and a public university. And
Where did you go that was a private university?
Metro, no wait, Metro State, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's right.
I forgot it was
shared
Metro.
a campus. Metro shared a campus with a private university, Denver University. And so
Gotcha.
I was, it's been I don't want to admit how long it's been since I was in college, because I already feel old enough. But yeah, so I was on a campus that was half private, half public for a couple years of my education. And that was very interesting difference. You could definitely tell who went to the private university and who went to the public side. But I got to use the really cool rock wall they had on the campus, so I was happy.
My brother Bull.
Dude, bouldering was so huge when we were in school, and I wish I could do it now.
I went the day before my first knee surgery, which tells you how long ago that was, and never went back.
So, Joe, tuition ranges, depends on where you're going. If you're going to a state school or a county school or a private school or something, it can range anywhere from like $5,000 a year all the way up to $150,000 a year. Like Harvard, Princeton, you're paying six figures a semester. But if I went to the community college down the road, I could get part-time classes for less than $2,000 a semester. And that's considered a steal.
Oh my gosh, that is some chonky bait.
Yeah, binary works at a community college that's about $5,000. Yeah, it really depends on where you're ended up. I want to say no, it's not looked down on, Joe, but that's really going to depend on who's looking at your diploma. There are definitely people who are going to see that you went to a community college and pass you over. But especially if you're working in like trades or something that school specializes in, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Like the school down the road from me is very good at technical stuff, and they're a community college, but they're also one of the leading providers of automotive techs in the state because they've got a really good automotive campus. And so it's a mixed bag, like much of American education. It's a mixed bag on both ends. It really depends on who you're looking at.
And it just conceptually, I have never had my degree checked for a job ever once. So that it also has, negligible.
Yeah, it's really going to depend. Like if you want to go work in a law firm
at this point, like
that's they're going to look at it, but for most jobs they aren't. Binary is saying they've got a ton of students who go to community college and then transfer to a state school to finish, and that's a good way to do it. Like that's kind of what I did. I started at a state school, and I went to community school for a while, and then I went back to state school to finish. And I ended up saving some. I did. I had 2 jobs. I was selling plasma to make it through college, but it's the only life I've ever known. It's the only reality I've got. I'm definitely jealous of the way you guys get it over there, but I can't complain because I don't know anything else. It could definitely be better. I will say that.
All right, so first ever try a non-metal metal. Let's see if we can get it to zoom in here. Brace
Bring
the
it a little closer
model.
to your chest. There you go.
Come on. Focus in. It's not going to do it, is it? Oh, it's so close.
Oh, there
There it is.
That's looking good. That looks like, I mean, at this stage, it looks like brass, which is a very golden metal. That's awesome.
I'm very much enjoying this project. Like, a lot.
Yeah, no, this looks like it's a really fun one. Yeah, I can tell you're definitely digging into it, which is awesome to see.
Like, I'm seeing it a little bit, which is cool, but still so much to do.
But you see the way forward now, and that's always one of the cooler parts.
Yeah, I was really nervous to test out that like gold look, and I'm pretty stoked on that. I'm gonna have to post a really good picture.
No,
on the Discord.
I'm excited to see it in focus and close up, because even here it looks awesome.
All right. Well, I think though that is a good point to pause. I'm gonna pause on a new note there. We've got a little progress done today, and yeah, I think we'll be digging into this for a little while. This is got my interest quite a bit, and then we do still have the like sub assemblies left here. We've got the cool little skull helmet, which you probably saw in the thumbnail, and then we're gonna try and match that other shield and work on that too. So lots of stuff
Very
still
cool.
to do. So
Joe, there is a Thunderleaf Discord. It is one of our Patreon benefits. If you check the link for Thunderleaf Games in the episode description here, that will take you to our main webpage, and that has our Patreon on there. That is definitely, like we were saying earlier, that is a very active, very fun little community that we all spend a lot of time in. So that is the way to get into the Discord right there, is through our Patreon.
I think we set it to on our if you've got an Amazon Twitch subscription or something.
Yeah, if you use your Amazon Prime subscription for your Twitch, we'll give you a month of Discord access for that.
And then, but otherwise, we'll be back here tomorrow night, right? Oh, no, not tomorrow night. Tomorrow's
Sunday.
Friday. I have no idea what day of the week it is. Sunday night, we'll be back with episode 2 of Bloodborne with Greg and Ray, which is a great place to hang out. We talk lore for the games we're playing, bully Greg for not being good at the game, and watch him shave facial hair
we're
when
not
he
sure.
feels
We haven't
really
decided
bad.
what our 100 death trick is gonna be.
I think we need to do something a little less physically costly.
I'm hoping for that.
Pleasure having you, Joe. Nice to meet you. Good to have you crazy Danes over there on Twitch. All the usuals. Pleasure hanging out with y'all today, and hope to see you back next week.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all for joining us.
It's been an absolute blast, and we'll catch you on the flip side.